right, Game 11 recap. We saw the hometown Chicago White Sox.
Our team.
Our team? Do we own it?
Yeah.
Really? We
all own it. Well,
Oh, really?
We have.
When was the last time we had
I don't have any monetary.
We got
no money in the game.
We got 2.5 hours of sleep last night.
A little tired. Sorry.
And we had to wake up this morning at 2. Well, we were supposed to wake up at 2 in the morning. I think I just had another moment of narcolepsy where I just passed out and did not set an alarm. So I think Brian woke me up at like 2:30 in the morning and was like, "Hey, we should probably go." So woke up.
What was that? Now that we're on camera, I woke you up.
You didn't.
I was the responsible one and woke you up.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you saw, but the blue moon is out too. So
I'm just.
You did. Had you not, that would have been awful.
Would have been bad.
I would never have.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah,
that's all. You're welcome. So the White Sox, U.S. Cellular Field, Game 11.
Well, when we showed up to the cell, it was a very interesting feeling for several reasons. One, because we've been to this ballpark more than any other by far.
Yeah, definitely.
And the second was because right when we got there, we had to meet up with a Fox 32 news crew, local Chicago Fox affiliate, and shoot some interview material with them, which was very cool.
That was.
This is the second time now that we've done one of these interviews, and I think we were way better the second time around. Way more comfortable. Brian, you didn't stutter and stammer as much, and me, well, I was consistent as always.
Of course, you're just gold every time. I think we had more to talk about, so that was helpful.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we did this was in San Diego after 3 games. That was the 4th.
Yeah,
there wasn't a whole lot to talk about at that point. But no, that was good. It's always cool to kind of get the red carpet treatment at the cell.
Yeah,
I think it was interesting that they didn't know that we didn't have tickets in advance. That was very funny. We're like, no, we're like doing the casual fan experience. So we're walking up and buying the tickets. And the guy just kind of looks at us sideways and he's like, I don't understand. We have to buy our tickets. Oh, okay.
We were like going in with press passes because that's what the press normally do. So they were surprised when we made them go back out so that we could buy tickets at the ticket counter.
Which was interesting because I didn't. When did we go there?
Yes.
I don't even know. So once we got done shooting the footage and everything, then we got to do the rest of our normal documentation of the stadium, which that was the second part of what I was talking about that I thought was interesting showing up, because you noticed so many, at least I did.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
So many things about the cell that I had, maybe it's not that I never noticed before, but I just never had a frame of reference to compare it against before.
Yes.
So, like the first thing that I saw, I mean, we talked about the comparisons to Angel Stadium right away, because Angel Stadium aesthetically from the outside looks very similar to the cell.
Mm-hmm.
The cell aesthetically from the outside I think is better from the building perspective. It doesn't have as many, it has a lot of amenities, but doesn't have the cool big hats or anything like that. But when we walked in the park, the first thing that drew my eye was the Jumbotron. It's a huge video board in, I shouldn't say a video board, a huge board in center field.
Right.
The video portion was like super tiny, and then I come to find out when we did a little bit of research, it's the second smallest video board in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
There's a huge board with like a tiny little screen on it.
Yeah.
There are larger advertisements than there were Jumbotron. Something I never noticed about the park, but I'd been there literally dozens of times.
Yeah, sure. What were we, when we were walking in the concourse, they had what was it? Like grating,
almost like chicken wire fencing.
On the ceiling.
Which no other stadium has had that.
Yeah. And definitely, I had never noticed that existed before.
Wider concourses than a lot of other stadiums, which I never noticed before either.
Mm-hmm.
The seats straight up, no jut, no out jut, which we kind of knew, which is based on the stadium style. But now that we have so many other things to compare it to, it was just random things like that kept popping up.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also our first foray into what I think it's going to be like to go back and do the hometown stretch of this thing.
Yeah.
As we got a few of the family members of the O'Connor family that joined us, and we got your classic dad trivia. I love dad trivia.
Yes, dad trivia in the 8th, always the best.
Is it always in the 8th?
It's towards the end of the game, definitely.
Where you've already like settled in.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. After the stretch.
Yeah, because there's all the relief pitching changes and stuff like that.
So he just throws a jab at you every time.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a 1963 question, which was fun because that is 20 plus years before we were born.
Yes.
So it's like we had any idea. You actually did surprisingly well, given.
Yeah, I did okay. It was interesting. Yeah. The thing that I noticed that I hadn't really walked around the back of the outfield.
I can't believe you've never walked around.
Well, I've done it, but just you go so many times that I don't take a lap around the ballpark anymore because I go there 10 times a year. I didn't realize all the statues in the outfield existed.
And they were all adorned in Blackhawk sweaters, which just made them stand out that much more.
Right.
So, they were awesome. We had a little bit of fun mimicking some of them.
Yes, posing. Great.
But yeah, no, I thought those were cool. One of our friends, Sean, I think, commented that, who made his 5th game in a row, by the way, despite very little sleep, as I can attest to. I think he pointed out that Target Field had the most external statues, while the Cell had the most internal statues.
I like that.
Of any stadium that we've seen. So yeah, that was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned.
What am I supposed to talk about?
I'm surprised you haven't gone after the Kiss Cam yet.
Oh, yeah. This is pretty unforgivable, U.S. Cellular. Tim. So Tim knows. He's laughing at me because I think the Kiss Cam is like the essential fan engagement part of
device.
Device. Like in the history of stadiums and sports, it's Kiss Cam. And if you don't have the Kiss Cam, you're not you're not doing it right. And so I make like a large deal about how Kiss Cam needs to be at every stadium, and it should be a part of everything. And we didn't see Kiss Cam last night, and I don't know what the reasons are. I'm sure the White Sox have some good reasons for not doing Kiss Cam. Well, I've seen it there before.
There was the incident in the summer of 1979, so which we don't speak of.
We do not speak of it. Also, we had a nice anthem. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go off on my musical tangent here.
Is this your musical tangent?
Yeah, it's
more like an off-road. Oh, you're off-roading.
No, it's a music wave.
That's a music
wave? It's a sound wave. Sorry, not a music wave. It's a sound wave.
I didn't know music's head
waves. It goes like this. All right. It's good. Anthem. 7th Stretch. 7th Stretch was at a slower tempo than we had been seeing.
So it felt slower. Did the Cell do it right, or did everyone else do it wrong?
Okay, I think that the Cell is doing it right.
Hometown.
It's just I can't tell anymore because we've seen it fast and slow, and fast done with 2 verses, which is the. So it's difficult to tell anymore. I'm gonna have to do a thorough analysis of beats per minute and like try and break down exactly the right way to do it.
And so, when can we expect that? Yeah, when can we expect
I am not going to put a deadline on camera. Okay. You know me too well.
All right. Well, the other reason we ask is because it is, like we mentioned, 3:30 in the AM on Wednesday morning, and we have to make a phone call to call in a blog writer for Star Tribune.
Yeah, I think it was the Star Tribune.
Up in Minnesota, took our video from last time and put it in his blog and wrote a little bit about it. So we're gonna call and do an interview with him at 6 in the morning. But these videos, man, they might actually make.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but no. The answer is no. These videos are no.
Well, I can tell you that shooting them on 2 hours of sleep. This is 4 hours now in the combined last 2 nights for me. So we gotta stop doing this. We gotta. I'm just gonna sit here silently while you fill time.
I will. All right, we're heading to Cincinnati for the game.
The great American Ballpark.
Yes.
Tomorrow, today.
Yes, today. And I don't want to edit this, so we're gonna end it really quickly. I'm sorry. 30 in 30 430.com. Also the Twitter at 30 in 30 for 30. YouTube, Facebook. See ya.